Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the London Black Knights and the Denver Broncos.
Let's go, fellas. Sit up. 180. 45. Hey, ball.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
54.
On third down, Trubisky. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. On fourth down, on is the punter, Colby Wadman. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Ready. Flag 22.
Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
And now you've got options on second down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. They tried the throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And they're going to get the first out here as he's up to the 14. Now whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver.
Ready. You ready. 50's a month. 50's a month. I got you.
Now a play fake here on first down. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Ready. Black 25 behind. 15. Check back 15. 3 bars. 3 bars.
First down, Winston. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 41. Winston. That's caught by Howard. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
they're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Let's go.
On the carry, it's Logan. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down at their 49-yard line.
Ready. Flag. What is that? 47. Hey, tight down. There you go.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Winston looking for his running back, and he's got him. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Winston. And he finds Howard complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And this one is right down Broadway. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
It's a party now. Joker. Check. Alert.
On 2nd down now, it's Lindsey, and they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Check 45. Check 45.
Now a carry for Lindsey. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now Trubisky. And he rifles one incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Let's put that team on the box.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. A little check down to Lindsey. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. The sack there by Bradley Chubb. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. These two teams all tied after one. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now Winston. It's caught by Mike Evans. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown! T.J. Logan, his first touchdown on the year. And his guys have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10.
Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. Save, save, save.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Denver has the first down, to play going for 15 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check right.
On first down, right back to Lindsey. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Hey, 18. Hey, zoom.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Following the delay, here's 2nd and 9.
Watch the screen. Pass. Red, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4. All day, all day. He's crashing. He's checking credit.
Throwing here, Trubisky. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 22 yards there, a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. They go play action with Trubisky. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on first and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Brings us second and 8 at the 35-yard line.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's get it together, D.
To throw again on second down. Trubisky. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now Trubisky on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Throwing on second and long. Trubisky got his man complete over the middle. That's Lawson. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, second and 10. Jameis to throw it. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. A huge play there on the screen pass. 44 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slapped. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. O.J. Howard. his first touchdown on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the... the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
You better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know.
Now it's Trubisky. That one going to be complete to David Moore. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Shaquille Barrett gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Trubisky will throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Focus, defense, focus.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. They'll find Lindsey here. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
A gain of 16 brings up 4th down.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Throwing, Winston. And they finally get to him as he's taken down. Adam Gotsis, the Aussie, with a sack.
All right, partner, count with me. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. Look, he had all day to throw the football and never got rid of it and allowed for the sack. That's not on the offensive line.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Winston. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to find O.J. Howard, but now it'll be 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Von Miller.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Taking it about the 16. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Another run by Lindsey. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a 1st.
Watch the run, watch the run. Check, 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 check.
On 1st down, Trubisky. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Denver has a 1st down on the 15-yard play.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, hey, watch the ship, watch the ship. Pick the edge, pick the edge. Come, come.
They'll run. It's Lindsey. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Let's go. Let's go.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
We want it. Come to my work. 45, 45. Mike, 45. Watch the run, watch the run. 45 is the Mike. Hey, that QB's trapped. Lock in, lock in. 45, 45, 45 is Mike, 45.
Here's Trubisky to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And now it's second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Here's second and 10 now from the 29. Now a give, right side. It's Lawson. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Slam, slam, slam.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. He's got the first down inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And, Charles, you look at this offense, their struggles moving the ball well documented. Dead last in the NFL in first downs, but signs of life there.
Yeah, and you and I do, I think, a really good job of respecting the game and respecting the teams. But this squad, they're in position now where their fan base gets excited when they pick up a first down. They cheer almost like they picked up a touchdown.
They'll run here with Freeman. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Now it's Trubisky. Flushed out right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Mike 51. Hey, let's go. Bandit. Mike 51. Mike 51. Pick it up. Pick it up.
Here's Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. This is caught. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
They come out here in the eye. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They're going with Lindsey. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the ball will go over on the goal line stand. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again, so it's not picking up a couple of first.
They've got his man complete. And he takes it all the way up to the 45-yard line. And what a big-time play there. 44 yards. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. After the interception, here's Trubisky, buying time to his left. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. On first down, it's Logan. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd and inches, Winston. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Adam Gotsis able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. And this is going to be another first down as he'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 33. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Play fake. Winston. Flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. They run with Logan. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
This offense so far on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Winston. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against him offensively. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. They'll try the draw, Lindsey. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 40-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. Hey, watch out. Check Mike 54.
Now Trubisky. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Trubisky now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26, and the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, you were backed up into a 2nd and long, but instead of trying to get the yardage back in chunks, he's trying to get it all back at once. And this defense was just lying in wait, and they're there to pick this one off.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They'll run it here with Logan. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the second time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
Throwing on second down, Trubisky. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Here's Trubisky. And this one's incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Alert.
Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and the return stops at the 39-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. This is Logan. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. That's a gain of 14.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Right back to him on 1st down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Here's Winston. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. Gay's kick is good. and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden, they're down. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby.
You see me out here? That's right. We can't be stopped.
First and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for our visitors, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Denver, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.